Hello and welcome to my Calmsden farm Let's Play. We had a bit of a disaster. When we finished recording the last episode, I forgot to basically pause the game, save it and quit it. So I had it left running on in the background for some time. So we did finish the last episode at I think it was 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. It was afternoon, so we still had a whole afternoon time to work with. Yeah, when I went back in it was about 6 o'clock, 6:30 on the game time. So what I've done is I've reduced the time to 0.5 and I've just kind of cracked on for a little bit before starting to record this episode. So just if you're wondering why we're suddenly jumped massively in time and why we have reduced the speed to 0.5 instead of 5, that is the reason. I was an idiot. Yeah. So anyway, we are cracking on with our planting of this field. We are going through a lot of fertilizer. I'm almost out, so I'm going to have to go to the shop and get some more. I've got a worker doing the windrowing on the sheep field, which is probably not the best way to do it. I should have done like the round eye outside a couple of times before letting the worker do it, because I'm going to have to just do those bits again. But at least the bulk of it is getting done, and that's what my sort of theory was, just to get the bulk of it done. I will put the speed back up once we get what I was planning on doing essentially in the afternoon done. I'm not going to set at 0.5 the whole time. It was just because, as I said before, I was an idiot and didn't pause the game. So yeah, we carried on all the way through the afternoon without realising. So the plan for today is to get this field done. We do need to get it rolled, and we've also got our bales to do for our silage that we're going to sell. We do have the other field to look at as well, but I'm not sure if we'll get onto that. I think we should just focus on getting this field finished and focus on getting the silage bales done, because that's going to give us a bit of a boost to our income. So I'm just trying to watch this carefully so I don't run out before I keep going, because then I'll have to redo a patch. So slowly does it. And there we go. Right, so now we need to go to the shop to get some fertilizer. This is back for the fertilizer, hopefully be enough to get us finished. So yeah, we'll get this done, and I'm hoping to get the cow fields windrowed as well, and then we'll probably rest till the morning. I have returned the round bale auto stacker, because I'm thinking that I'm going to lease a square baler. So I'm actually thinking about selling the round baler to cover the costs of it, because I think we might get another cut of grass and make it into silage before winter. I'm not 100% sure. We can't afford it outright at the moment, because it is quite expensive. It's 120, but it's about £6,000 to lease it. We will have to then lease a bale wrapper and another auto stacker. So will be quite pricey. I'm hoping it will save us a lot of time. And also lets us try some more equipment out, which will be good. Yeah, we just get cracking on with this, and we'll get our grass fields finished, and then we'll see what time it is. Hopefully it's not pitch black. last maybe what, 2 strips, 3 strips. The fertilizer's just probably going to last. And we are approaching 7 o'clock, so it'll probably be daylight, or darkness shortly. So yeah, we've timed it not too bad. I think our worker has finished windrowing the cow field. Yeah, we'll get the small patch that I missed trying to turn too fast. And then we'll get this parked up. And then we'll probably see us in the morning, where we will get a roller for this field. And we'll look to see what we're going to be doing with the baler. So see you in a bit. So it's a new day. We have just about finished doing the tidy up on this. So we got up nice and early to get this finished off. It definitely was not a smart idea to let the worker do the windrowing first. Oh, I've missed it up there. Yeah, probably actually created more work than me just opening it, but we were busy doing seeding when we started this, so it did save us some time, but I think in future we will stick to doing it the normal way of opening up the field first for the worker, because it has just been a bit of a slog to get this all tidied up. It's been a bit of a mess. So yeah, this dropped back off at the cow shed. And then I'm going to go and get a roller. Now I think I'm going to purchase a roller. I have got my eye on one in particular. I need to see if it's worth it. It is a mod because the in-game rollers are, there's only 2, I think there's only 2 when you first base game rollers. Yeah, I think there's only 2. So yeah, will probably be a modded roller. Just with that, I think the base game's only got the 2 blue ones, can't remember what they're called. I have seen one that is about 8 meters wide and it can go about 10 miles an hour, so it might be more efficient than the base game ones, but we will see. Kind of getting all full up here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take our baler, our old reliable baler that has done us pretty well this season so far. It's just, I think we need an upgrade to make it more efficient, because baling takes so much time. And we are doing a lot of it. I know I do time lapses and things like that, but yes, they take a long time. I think the last field we done with the 140 odd straw bales, I was recording the baling part for about an hour and 20 minutes. It's quite long. So yeah, I'll get this dropped off and sold, and then we'll look at some rollers. So I just came onto the sale section and got to check it every day. And they've got this massive manure, beets and potato auger wagon, 85% off. £12,000 for this. It takes 45 square meters. The size of the thing is mental. It's a pretty cool mod actually. But yeah, 85% off for that. If you were doing beats and things like that, that would be a no-brainer to buy that. So anyway, we digress. Rollers. So yeah, the 2 base game rollers are 41,000 and 140,000. 12 meters and 7 miles per hour. So my loose calculation, as everyone knows, is I take this number and times it by this number. And that gives me a loose sort of efficiency for me. I don't know what other people call it. So for me, this would be at 84, I'm not taking a 0.3, but it's 84, a score of 84 essentially. That's what I do in my head. So then I come down here, that's 6 meters, 9. Now this one goes up to 8.2. So it's 8.2 times 9. That's going to be about, say loosely, 72. There's not much difference in that compared to the other one. Yes, it's narrower, but because it goes faster, it's just as efficient. You will have to turn more, granted, so it's maybe not quite as efficient, but then that's where you take into consideration the price. So 41,000 to 14. So if they're going up a row, they're probably doing similar area over time. It's just the turning that would make it more efficient. But for almost 2.5 times the price, it's not worth it for the amount extra you get, in my opinion. So I think that's the one we're going to go for, because I don't think there's any other ones. Like, some of these are ridiculous. Like 5 meters for 30, 6 meters for 30, 6.4. This also is a nice low horsepower one, which will be beneficial because we can put it onto the New Holland. So it is 14 here, and that is the narrow one. And it's only 17 still for the bigger one. So yeah, we're going to buy this one. So now hooked up and ready to roll. We'll keep it on the New Holland. I think the New Holland's the best one for this, because I'm going to look at getting a new, or a square baler, which will need more power. So this New Holland being able to pull this is brilliant for us. I think I'm just going to let a worker start the field and we'll finish off after. It is quite hard to see where you've been with the roller, I find. So it might be best just to have the worker do it, the main chunk of it, and we can try and figure it out after. We do need to do the baling, which is a manual job and a worker can't do that. So yeah, it's kind of win-win. So yeah, I'll see you in the fields. So set the worker off here. I'm hoping they go down to the right and it should be okay. But yeah, you can see how you can't really change. It needs rolled. It doesn't need rolled, but yeah, it's very hard to kind of see the difference in the soil texture. So we're going to have to head back to the shop now. So I'll see you guys there. So we're back at the shop and now we're baler shopping. So we got a good bit of money for it, which paid for the roller outright, so that's good. So we're looking for a square baler. Now, a lot of the in-game ones here, they start at 153,000. They can do various sizes of bales. Do have a lot of power draw. But yeah, about 150,000. You do get these two, which do the windrowing for you, which is great. But again, still pretty expensive. And this one is 125, so it's a decent bit cheaper. We're not going to obviously buy it outright, we're going to lease it. So we'll go into it. Everything's standard. Change the license plate so we don't get pulled over. Okay, and lease. So it's 6,300 lease. I might just keep it past the day and just pay the day rate for it. But we'll see, because I think we will get another load of silage possibly. We do need to come back and get obviously the bale picker, auto picker, and the wrapper as well, definitely, which is a lot more expensive for the square wrapper. I didn't actually realise that, but it is more expensive to lease one of those, but it will mean we are going to be more efficient. So I think we will start, as we always do with baling and grass work, on field number 4. So we'll see you guys there. So it's a pretty big unit of a thing. I'll probably do the outside, round outside first. It's going to be quite tight to turn, so probably would be better if we'd done two rounds, but I think we'll be okay. But it's much more efficient than the other one. But what I have just realised is, I don't know what size of bales I'm actually making here. Okay, I'm making 220. I think that might be fine for the biggest wrapper. Just give me 2 seconds. Yep, we're good. That's the biggest size the wrapper can take is 220. I think it can do bigger bales, but 240 is, oh sorry, 220 is the biggest size the wrapper can take. So that is, yeah, we're being as efficient as we can. So I'm gonna just get this field done. I'm just gonna I'll crack on with this field, and I'll give you my thoughts on the baler once I'm done. So that's the first field done. Is a much quicker machine than the other baler, because it can just continually produce bales, so it makes it so much quicker. I think the run-in speed is about the same. The turning circle is worse, but it's just because it's a bigger machine, and I should have done 2 rounds instead of the 1. But yeah, we'll learn from that if we rent this one again. But yeah, all in all, it's a very, very, very good mod. For 125 over the other ones, I don't see why you would pay for the more expensive ones unless you're wanting to do something with a specific brand, I suppose. But no, this is a very, very effective baler that we have compared to the other one. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and get this done. Our worker is still rolling away in the other field, so I will get all of these done, and then we will check on the worker, and then we will get our bale wrapper. So see you once I'm done. So that is all our baling done. I think it was 40 bales we got in total at 6,000 litres. I think they are. They're quite some size compared to the previous ones we were done. Yeah, 6,000 litres. So I think I'm going to get this back to the shop because we don't need it again. Actually no, I think we'll just hang on to it because we're going to have another cut and we may as well pay the day rate on it, because the day rate, I think, or will it? Let's dither in the middle of the road. It's not going to grow back in a day. So what is the day rate on it? Let's have an investigation. So the base cost is 2.5 per hour worked. So the day rate is 100 and, so if we keep this for 2 days, we'll pay the base rate again. If you get what I mean. So we probably are better because it's going to be a few more days before we actually need it again. So we probably are slightly better off returning it. I thought I was being smart there, but no. Right, I'll get this returned and we'll look at getting the bale wrapper. So we've got the wrapper picked up. As everything is with square bales is more expensive, so this was £2.5 to rent. And we'd still need to lease a auto stacker as well. But we should be able to sell all these bales. We might take a hit on the price slightly, but I don't have anywhere to store them. So and we've got plenty of bales for our cows when we finally get them. We'll see how much we get from our bales. So I think it's not the best time to sell, but it's kind of going up. So we should be able to get a decent amount for them, and that's just notified that our worker with the roller has finished. So get this field done, and then I'll check on where the worker is on the map. You might just need reset. Do we need to turn on this auto unload? There we go. Always forget which button it is. So I'll get this done, and then I'll either see you in the next field, or we'll be doing some rolling. So the worker just needed reset. We got to one of those annoying points in the field where it's an angle. So we'll get the rest of this done, and then we're going to get our auto stacker. So that's all the bales wrapped, and now we just need to pick them up and sell them. But I think I'm going to get this field finished first. So depending on the timing, we might just finish on the Rolland. But we'll see how it goes. If I can get the Rolland done and the thing sold in this episode, fine. If not, we'll just come back and we'll start the next episode with us selling some silage bales. Okay, so we are in the New Holland. I find doing rolling very difficult because I can never really see where I have been. So I'm kind of just guessing to where. So I've got the map that we can open so we can see. But yeah, I do find it very hard to see the colour texture difference in the soil. Okay, I think we're doing not too bad if we keep doing sort of a round like this. Hopefully we're not anyway. Okay, we got rid of one bit, that's a plus. Move in more maybe. I think I see the difference on that one. We do still have a little triangle to go. Yep, that's fine. This is going to be a lot of switching between the map and me doing this, but yeah, we just have to get it done. Don't want too patchy a field. So now I can see this one clear as day, and then I can see another bit up top when you're far away from it. So we'll get this whole square done. Yeah, so when you turn back in this way, you cannot see it very well. we'll get it done. We'll just we'll grind on and get her finished. So normally I would maybe time lapse this, but I don't think it would look very good me flicking between the map and driving the tractor. So I'll just grind it out myself and get it all done and dusted, and I'll catch up with you when I'm done. So we're going to call it a day of that for this episode. We've finished rolling the field. I know we said we were going to pick up the bales, but I think we're going to just leave that till the next episode. So the next episode we'll pick up the bales and we'll start doing the field prep on the other field. So we need to do mulch and ploughing, possibly lime and things like that onto that. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. I do also stream on Twitch. You can check me out there on Fridays and Saturdays. We are currently doing a sort of survival map at the moment. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.